Alright, so I'm about to check the, let's see, at least once per year orifice control devices shall be flushed. Yeah, that's not happening. It wasn't designed correctly. I actually have to talk to the county about that, but I suspect that that's probably a common problem. Pressure head measurements made and solids accumulation in the tank shall be measured and recorded. So the solids accumulation, I check that in the fall. I do the orifice control devices, which I'll show you in just a second, and the pressure head measurements, I do the solids accumulation in the spring. I do the orifice control devices and the pressure head measurements in the fall. And how you do that is not difficult. The difficult part was getting the certification and then wrapping my head around the electricity, the septic stuff. It really isn't as difficult as people think. This is what I consider to be one of the greatest jobs in the world. I get to be outside. It's not that difficult if you do it right. There's low risk besides the potential snakes in these boxes. So the reason that that is a little bit brown is last time I was here, I coated the threads with plumber's toilet grease so that they wouldn't seize. After a while, with age, these things will seize and then they break and then you have to replace them. So a little cheap plumber's toilet grease keeps them from seizing. And then down in there in a minute, we'll see some water flowing, or some effluent. Before the septic tank, it's poopy water. After it comes out of the septic tank, technically it's been treated a little bit. It's considered to be effluent. And then we'll see pretty much clear water flowing out of there. And then here's our manifold. Right. So that I'm not going to turn. I don't want to break it. This is all PVC. It's not like a industrial wastewater treatment plant as far as quality. The other things that I don't do, I don't mess with those at all. They will twist a little bit, and I'm really afraid of breaking them because of their age. They're PVC. And so the issue that I've had, and if you know a good solution, email me, right? I don't read comments on videos much, but shoot me an email. There's not a good way to clean this out. I'm supposed to like close this and flush these lines, and it just doesn't happen. I just realized last night I'm probably gonna pick up a boiler cleaning brush to run down that way, right? Get a stick, press the brush that way, and then run it into this tube to clean it out. That's the only thing I've been able to think of. I mean, besides running something down in here, which is more difficult. So I just had that epiphany earlier. And what's really happening is the manufacturers aren't making these manifolds so that they can be easily taken apart and cleaned. For example, this fitting screws onto here. It's just PVC. This fitting, I believe, screws into here, but that's glued. Well, how am I supposed to take this thing apart to clean it? That doesn't make any sense. It's glued. So you have to use like a smaller version of a union like that in order to take these apart to clean them. So I didn't make the manifold, but if I ever make them, I know what features I'll be putting in them. At any rate, let's look at a little bit of flow rates there and there. I'll be right back.